Hello and welcome to the Jumpstart training webinar. My name is Kate Stillwell and I am the CEO of Jumpstart. And we're so happy to have you here. Our goal today is to help you understand Jumpstart so that you can be super successful in bringing Jumpstart to your clients. We'll cover the product and all of its details, including the product variations and the claims process. And we'll also cover some of the key messages for the various client types. Jumpstart is the first of its kind parametric earthquake insurance for consumers. Parametric means a lump sum is paid immediately upon occurrence of the triggering event. And the triggering event for Jumpstart is a significant earthquake, in particular, one that creates a red zone as published by the U.S. Geological Survey. The red zone literally refers to the red area of the color-coded shake map that's published by the USGS after any given earthquake. And the technical definition is an earthquake that causes a 30 centimeter per second velocity of the ground. And the smallest Richter magnitude to create this trigger is about a magnitude 6, but we use shaking intensity instead of magnitude in case there are pockets of shaking that are intense even if they're far from the epicenter. Here we see a map of the payment zone for the Ridgecrest earthquake in the desert area of California from July 2019. This was a magnitude 7.1. The payout zone is about 60 miles long and about 20 miles across. All Jumpstart customers in this red zone received their Jumpstart payment. So you might be wondering, who are the target customers of Jumpstart? Jumpstart is available in both personal lines and commercial. In personal lines, homeowners, condo owners, and renters. And in commercial lines, small businesses, including home-based businesses, and nonprofits, whether or not they're the owners of the building where they're in or whether they're renting. Other types of customers include employers who offer Jumpstart as a voluntary employee benefit, as well as property owners and homeowners associations who each can buy one limit per unit. Now, what are the available limits for each of these customer types? The standard policy is $10,000 per person. Each adult at a given location can buy their own policy. So for example, if there are 3 adults at a given house, they can each buy their own Jumpstart policy and ramp it up to $30,000 payout. A business can buy a $10,000 policy, or the standard business policy is a $20,000 payout. Employers, as a voluntary benefit, can offer $10,000 per person or $5,000 per person, and multi-unit or HOAs can buy $1,000 to $10,000 per unit. So you've learned that Jumpstart is unique because it provides this lump sum immediately, and you also know it's available to many customer types, but it's also unique because it doesn't compete or overlap with conventional indemnity-based insurance, such as what's provided by the CEA. It can be sold in addition to a CEA policy, or it can be completely standalone. Another difference is that the payment can be used for any type of extra expense that's caused by the earthquake, not just physical breakage to the property or the personal belongings. And the payment is received in days, and the process is completely automated. Payment goes directly to the policyholder's bank account, and the full policy limit is paid with no deductible. And the price is really quite affordable, so much so that for many of our customers, it's an impulse buy. One of our customers says, Jumpstart keeps all the things we love about insurance, like getting money when you need it, but it eliminates red tape, complications, and delays. The fact that the payment can be used on anything is a huge differentiator, and we definitely recommend that you emphasize that with your clients. Now, the next section of the webinar, how do people get paid after the earthquake? Right away, Jumpstart sends a text message to everybody who might possibly have felt the earthquake saying, we know you felt the earthquake, we will follow up with you within 24 hours. The data that we use to determine the payout zone is as of 24 hours after the earthquake. So as soon as 24 hours occurs, we know from our automated system exactly who's eligible and who's not for their payment. So we send another text message to all the people who are in the payout zone saying, you're eligible to receive your Jumpstart payment. Please reply yes to confirm you will have extra expenses as a result of this earthquake. And as soon as they reply yes, we authorize the payment that day. It's that simple. So now, what are some of the key messages to each of the different client types? We understand these because we've talked to hundreds of the customers who have signed up for Jumpstart, and here are a few real customer quotes from real customers. Here's Molly. She lives in Napa. She's experienced earthquakes her whole life because she grew up in the Bay Area, and she believes that the next earthquake is a matter of when, not if. Jumpstart gives her the confidence that she'll have cash in hand after the next earthquake in case she needs to move or gets furloughed from her job and needs to pay her extra expenses. A few $1,000s can really mean a lot to her and her lifestyle. Here's Kathy. She owns her home with her spouse, and she's partly retired, but she wants to go into full retirement. They do have savings, but they don't want to have to tap into it after the next big earthquake. Jumpstart gives Kathy peace of mind that after the next earthquake, they'll be able to pay for incidentals. Many of our customers, like Kathy, choose Jumpstart in addition to the conventional CEA type coverage, and they think about Jumpstart like a deductible buyback. But most of our customers, like Kathy, choose Jumpstart specifically because they decline the conventional insurance. Finally, let's talk to James. He's a small business owner who's a Jumpstart customer. He does everything he can to minimize his risks. And he knows that an earthquake like the pandemic is going to cause a lot of unanticipated expenses. Being able to have an extra $20,000 means that he can get through at least the worst of it and maybe even keep a few staff on hand. Jumpstart is a benefit corporation. That means we're for profit, but we're also for purpose. And our mission is to build financial resilience after a natural disaster for individuals and for whole communities to get them a jump start on the recovery process. The backing, the source of money after the earthquake comes from Lloyd's, who is A-rated for their financial stability. We have collaborated with all of the departments of insurance where we exist, which is Washington, Oregon, and California. And with that, I thank you for your time. We really look forward to working together and finding mutual success. Please don't hesitate to reach out to us if you need any information or have questions. Thank you.